Today marks 2 years since the death of George Floyd. It sparked worldwide protests and a call for change in policing here in the United States.
And in an exclusive interview that you'll only see on 12, our Phil Tate sits down with his brother, Terrence, to discuss life without George and his pledge to fight for change.
Keep my brother's name ringing, as I always say.
Keep the name ringing.
Terrence, it's been 2 years since your brother's death and 1 year since the conviction of Derek Chauvin. But how are you?
Since it happened, I've had, flashbacks and of what I've seen, because like I told people before, I've seen the video over and over again.
Terrence Floyd says it's trauma filled with pain, a feeling he has no choice but to live with for a lifetime.
Mixed emotions, and it's a lot to deal with.
A painful memory of his brother's death on May 25th, 2020, but reminders of tragedy are all around. Just last week, former Minneapolis police officer Thomas Lane, who held down Floyd's leg during his final plea for mercy, pleaded guilty to second-degree manslaughter.
I'm actually applauding Lane for having the conviction and holding himself accountable.
But thoughts still linger.
I wanted to know from the man himself why.
On a question he asked the convicted former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin a year ago.
When you saw that he was face down, couldn't do nothing, why are you still on him? But he got his in the end.
While George Floyd can no longer speak for himself, his brother says he's keeping his vow to be that voice.
I walk where he can't walk no more, and I love where he can't love no more. That's always gonna be my motto.
Terrence says he was robbed not only of a precious human life, but precious memories the pair had hoped to create. He tells me while they knew of each other, they only met in person for the first time in 2016.
And then I just went in and grabbed him. Just picture me, a big dude, running into another big dude, hugging like we two little kids.
First time meeting.
The Brooklyn native had looked forward to his own kids embracing their tall Uncle George, but those hopes shattered forever.
Thank you. I can't thank you enough.
His message to millions who marched worldwide.
You saw children, you saw young people out there. You said COVID what? Who? They wasn't worried about that because it was about life.
As the chants of ralliers echo in his mind, he continues his mission for change with We Are Floyd, an organization that fights for the rights of others, pushing the narrative of social justice.
When you chant We Are Floyd, it's like we, or everybody, when you chant that We Are Floyd, we are him. It could have happened to you, it could have happened to you, it could have happened to me.
While he continues to spread the message that all men are created equal, the trauma still persists as he raises his eldest son.
He don't know if I'm coming back home. I don't know if he's coming back home. That's an emotional strain. When he comes in and I see him, I give him a five, give him a hug, because we made it home. We see each other.
Terrence, how do you want your brother's legacy to be remembered, not just today, but years from now?
I want people to remember him as an important black life that was gone too soon. He had more life to live. He had more people to touch.
George Floyd, a man, a moment that changed America forever. In Brooklyn, Phil Tate, News 12.